Good afternoon, everyone. Let us please take our seats. We're about ready to begin. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the College of Education here at Albany State University, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for coming to our annual penning ceremony. This is completed each semester as we graduate new teachers and welcome them into the profession. The penning, as you will learn, is P-E-N, Professional Embracing the Novice. Throughout this program, you will bear witness to how professionals have embraced these new educators and prepared them to be well qualified to move into the classrooms that they will enter into in August, we're hoping. And so we do hope you enjoy our program.
Good evening. Good evening, candidates who are our next generation of teachers, including myself, faculty, staff, parents, friends, and cooperating teachers, university supervisors, everyone who has helped us and embarked us on this journey that we're taking to be the next generation of teachers. I want to just thank each one of you all for coming out tonight. Make sure you all sit back, enjoy, and just thank you for celebrating this great occasion with us today. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Before I introduce our speaker for tonight, I just would like to give a few remarks to my classmates, my professors, as well as the Albany State University community. This past year, a student at the University of Maryland released a controversial post on Twitter. The post read the following: a 4.0 at an HBCU is not equivalent to a 4.0 at a rigorous, predominantly white institution. No shade being thrown, but that's the truth. This rather bold statement caused a major backlash from the HBCU community and beyond. In my opinion, this was sheer evidence that some people in our society still demote the value, rigor, and excellence associated with our institutions. Our institutions are often referred to as the cornerstone of our communities. HBCUs are important to higher education attainment for numerous African American families and beyond. These institutions contribute much to the social, economic, and political balance of our country. HBCUs produce excellence. Personal example: I am a product of Albany State University. My HBCU prepared me. Attending Albany State University by far was one of the greatest decisions I could have ever made. My attendance has been instrumental for my development as an African American male. Within the College of Education, I have met so many young intellectuals that I know without a doubt will be great. My professors have been nothing but supportive, encouraging, and committed to making sure we have the necessary information needed to be successful. I know without a doubt that I have been equipped with the skills, tools, and knowledge needed to be a proficient educator in any school. Bob Golston stated that teachers should influence others in a way that it builds people up, encourages, and edifies them so that they can duplicate this attitude in others. Throughout my preparation as an educator, I have modeled the professionalism, knowledge of content, dedication, and love for the field exhibited by all of my professors. To Dr. DeQueer, thank you. You have been there to guide me every step of the way. It is professors like you that make students look at teaching in a whole new light. I thank you for everything. To Dr. Usa Ansa, thank you for your guidance and flexibility. To Dean Fields, behind every successful program is a strong leader. Words can't explain how grateful I am to have a dean where her doors are always open and you can come and lay your problems on the desk. No, literally on the desk. Thank you, Dean Fields, for helping me to accomplish my dream of studying on the great continent of Africa. Thank you for allowing me to showcase my skills and develop professionally at various workshops. To my parents, thank you. I love you. To Dr. Kimber, thank you so much. You bring so much positive energy to the classroom. I have learned so many things while working under you. Thanks for always having an open ear and a helping hand. I would not be where I am today without you all. To all of the faculty members within the College of Education, continue to produce world-class educators ready to make the change so desperately needed in today's schools. To my classmates, good luck throughout your career and continue to be great. Thank you. Now, I will introduce our speaker for tonight. Dr. Sheila Thomas holds a Teacher Support Specialist, a Reading Endorsement Certificate, a BS in Early Childhood Education, a Master's in Early Childhood Education, an Educational Specialist in Curriculum, Instruction, Management, and Administration, and a Doctorate of Education in Educational Leadership. Dr. Thomas' teaching career began in 1990 as an elementary school teacher with the Dougherty County School System. She remained an elementary teacher for 17 years. During this tenure, she facilitated the use of the Diagnostic Reading Assessment, revised the school-wide plan to prepare for audit by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools, contributed and conducted the school-wide spelling bee, and served as a member of the Criterion Reference Competency Test team. She was awarded Teacher of the Month several times and served as a grade chair for several years. Her next journey in the teaching field was in 2007, where she served as chairperson and instructor for the Early Childhood Division at Albany Technical College. While at Tech, she developed and taught lessons on ECE curriculum, conducted training and workshops with teachers and students, performed observation and assessments with classroom teachers, reviewed and assessed lesson plans for daycare teachers, assisted in daily operations of the on-site lab, ordered textbooks for the department, and completed the department's yearly operational and assessment plans. While at ATC, she was nominated as a candidate for Teacher of the Year. Dr. Thomas' career then led her to serve as Assistant Professor Program Coordinator for Teacher Education at Darton College. Her role in this capacity included developing and teaching lessons on the University System of Georgia's teacher education curriculum. Dr. Thomas also worked at Darton State College as Director of Continuing Education, where she strategically coordinated and planned professional development courses for schools and business professionals, as well as personal enrichment courses for the entire community. Dr. Thomas' path has led her back to the classroom in the Dougherty County School System, where she is again serving the students as a fourth grade teacher. Teaching has always been her roots, and she is delighted to return home to the school where she started teaching. She has reviewed chapters for several college textbooks and is in the process of writing her stories for children as well as other inspirational stories for women. Dr. Thomas's philosophy of education is centered on her favorite quote, which is, "Your attitude determines your altitude." It is her belief that if a positive attitude for learning is instilled in a child at a very young age, he or she will be able to ascend and reach higher heights as he or she progresses in school. Early learning and exposure to academics is the key to a child's success. Please join me in welcoming our speaker for tonight, Dr. Sheila Thomas.
I failed to mention in my bio that I'm also a mother, which is very important, and a wife. So I must mention that I'm also a mother of three sons, and a grandmother. But good evening to you all. Finding inspiration in the world around you, the joy of an educator. To Dr. Fields and all others who make up the great faculty of the Albany State University, thank you for inviting me to share a few words of wisdom with these students who will receive their pens. To you, the students, woosah. You've made it. You're now entering the noblest profession, the one that makes the most all professions, an educator. You've endured through 4, 5, or maybe 6 years of classes, made it through observations and student teaching, figured out Ed TPA, and most importantly, passed your GACE exams. Yes, I was about to say, give yourselves a hand for your endurance and tenacity. You deserve that. All your dreams come true if we have the courage to pursue them. These words were spoken by a man who had courage yet failed, but kept his dreams. From those dreams, so many more dreams have come true. From his dreams came his greatest successes. Walt Disney, the great dreamer, knew what hard work was, and he understood the young among us. As you embark on your future, you set off with courage and with your dreams. You know, some people feel that nothing truly great can happen to them. They feel as if they're not destined to achieve greatness. However, the truth is that being great is not about overcoming a huge challenge every time. Sometimes it comes in those small steps and moments of faith. These moments where you feel as if you've done all that you can do, but find that courage to do just a little bit more. Today, I challenge you to be willing to ask, what more will I do? As individuals, you are an integral part of various groups and communities. It is my belief that every individual in all situations are here to achieve their greatness. And through that greatness, we each can have a deep impact on everyone we touch. To be great, each of us must find the strength to let go and never give up. We each must let go of fears, intimidations, and others' perceptions of what is great. Instead, it is finding inspiration in those things that others might take for granted, and striving to continue when the odds seem against you. Thomas Edison said once that many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. So today, I challenge you, never give up. As individuals, you will find your strength when you let go of your fears and embrace inspiration in all of its shapes and sizes. As teachers, these moments of inspiration, whether it be due to the light you see go off in a student's head, or simply seeing the light of sunshine after a challenging day, each of these inspirations can be a light to your greatness. As a teacher who is flexible, who can see the greatness from within and in others, is one of the most powerful individuals in society. So look for the moments you can seize and be bold, and find the very inspiration that will bring you success and provide the fertile ground for other success that will bring you success and find so much more. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe tells us very aptly, whatever you can do or dream, you can, just begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. So again, I challenge you, be bold and embrace your inspiration. As you now step into your field as an educator, you will encounter many obstacles along the way. These hurdles may sometimes seem cumbersome, but that's when you must pull that extra trick out of the bag and forge on to finish the race. Remember that the race is not given to the swift, but to the ones who do what? Endure to the end. Find your endurance by having a personal mentor. Keep a song in your heart. And most importantly, keep a bag of chocolates in your desk drawer. Remember, stress spelled backwards is desserts. John Steinbeck once stated, "I have come to believe that a great teacher is a great artist, and that they are as few as there are as any other great artists. Teaching might even be the greatest of the arts, since the medium is the human mind and spirit. Learning is not a mechanical endeavor, and it is simply not more likely to happen because of a toolbox of techniques. Education is a human and loving act. It is the product of an authentic encounter between people. My future educators, as you enter the classrooms in a few months, you will hold a paintbrush and use it to fill the canvases, the blank canvases, yearning for the brushstrokes of love, patience, and understanding that will create beautiful portraits that will feature future Supreme Court justices, aeronautics engineers, and many other outstanding citizens. Your greatest goal is to paint a bright future for tomorrow's leader by doing all you can for them today. By October, your desk will soon become cluttered with mounds of paperwork, and you and your sweet, sweet darlings will begin forming new relationships of understanding. You will have meetings, phone calls to make, and papers to grade. But do realize that it's all a part of the job. I ask that through it all, please remember, it's all about the students, the ones who are there to gain new knowledge from you. But also remember to take care of yourself. As teachers, it is easy to become weary, which leads to physical, mental, and emotional drain. Also realize that your mood can impact the people around you, your coworkers. Therefore, I challenge you to bring a light into your area by speaking positive words and bringing joy and laughter to your environment. Many days, I joke around with my teammates until they leave my room holding their stomachs from pains of laughter and their eyes dripping with tears, because laughter is good for the soul. There are two things we can offer children: truth and hope. We must tell children the truth about where they are in regards to their academics and sometimes their personal or social lives. This can sometimes be very disheartening to them, and they may want to even give up. But that's when we must add a little hope. We offer them hope by saying an encouraging word, giving them a pat on the back, or just giving them a hug and a warm smile and saying simply, "It's going to be okay, and I'm here to help you along the way." Because truth without hope is failure, but hope without truth is fantasy. It is only through the both that you can actually see what is possible. My fellow educators, as I prepare to take my seat, I would like to share with you these simple words of wisdom that I often share with my son. Watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. Watch your character, for it becomes your destiny. I encourage you to remain loyal to the code of ethics of teachers as you enter the field. Respect yourself and others. Some years ago, John Wooten stated that your character is more important than your reputation because your character is what you really are, while your reputation is only what people think you are. My greatest challenge to you as you prepare to enter into your classroom soon is that no matter what happens each day, make a concerted effort each day to make a difference so that a child, without a doubt, can look back and say that you touched your life in a positive way. Finally, please allow me to share a story about a student who is truly a model of a person who has fulfilled their dreams and achieved their destiny. This student initially thought she was a little too old for college. She feared technology, not willing to embrace any parts of it at first. She was a student who was active in the church, a wife, and a very engaged mother. This student many times didn't think she could make it. She would come by my office at Darton State College for an encouraging word, and I would simply tell her, "Yes, you can do it." And her response usually was, "If you say so, Dr. Thomas, but I don't know." But she never gave up. She would ask for help from the technology help desk. She would ask for help from the youngest students in class, and she would even send her papers to me to review early before they were assigned. She persevered and completed her associate's degree and continued on here at ASU to complete her BS degree. Unbeknownst to her, I would get rave reviews about her performance during her observations, as well as while she was completing her student teaching. And today, this student, Mrs. Afifa Burrows, she is now part of your graduating class. She's already stood. I was going to ask her to stand and let her know how proud I am of her. I followed her and listened to her. I'm very proud of her for persevering through it all. To all of you who will graduate on tomorrow and soon hold that paintbrush in your hand and begin painting a bright future for our sons and daughters in the classroom, I ask that you don't lose hope on those cloudy days when it seems as if the sun would never shine and you just can't take it anymore. Find your inspiration in the small things, but most importantly, find that inspiration in your heart to keep making a difference in the lives of children. Because in later years, you may serve in another role or you remain in the classroom. And you may inspire someone also to reach higher heights. Congratulations to you all and best to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Thomas, for those inspirational words. And Ms. Burrows, wow. Yeah. This is just a token of our appreciation for you taking time out of your schedule to come and spend time with us here at ASU.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me.
Put a little jazz to it, Kat. You waited for this a long time. I bet your parents glad. Okay, at this time, we will do the penning ceremony. All right, so we'll start with early childhood. All of those candidates that are receiving their degrees and certification in early childhood, would you please stand? If you are going to pen a candidate in early childhood, we ask that you come along this left side of the wall. And as your person is coming across the stage, if you'll meet them in the middle for a nice little picture.
The Early Childhood Education Program of Study at Albany State University prepares candidates to teach all academic content areas to young children, grades pre-kindergarten through 5th grades. Each candidate has met both graduation and certification requirements and will receive both the degree in early childhood education as well as a clear, renewable State of Georgia certificate in early childhood education. All early childhood education candidates, please come forward. You are, thank you. And those individuals who will pin you will be at the right. The first early education candidate to be pinned is Natalie Bulger. Natalie is the highest ranking candidate in the major. She did her school assignment at Live Oak Elementary School. Her principal is Tanya Stevenson. Her cooperating teacher was Miss Jennifer Venable, and her university supervisor was Barbara Williams. Natalie is pinned by Miss Venable, her cooperating teacher. Hi. Natalie will now pin her fellow classmates as I assist.
Good evening. Ashini Alexander. Ashini Alexander is pinned by Miss Curie. Christina Austin. Christina Austin is penned by Dr. Wicks. Jacarius Bibbs. Jacarius Bibbs is penned by Sherry Brooks. Maisha S. Bazell. Maisha S. Bazell is penned by Cleo H. Moret. Cynthia Nicole Carroll. Cynthia Carell is penned by Dr. Linda Perry Simpson. Shandoria Cooper. Shandoria Cooper is penned by J. Vicks, Dr. J. Vicks. Jalillian Davis. Jalillian Davis is penned by Hazel Camp. Elaine Dicker. Elaine Dicker is penned by Dr. Linda Perry Simpson. Canyon Gay Frederick. Canyon Gay Frederick is penned by Carolyn Edwards Ford. Kayla Gaines. Kayla Gaines is penned by Miss Viggs. Sharice Giles. Sharice Giles is penned by Dr. Kimberly Fields. Xtavius K. Hardwick. Xtavius Hardwick is penned by Mrs. V.R. Turner. Alice Jackson. Alice Jackson is penned by Krishandra Lane. Jasmine Sherelle Johnson. Jasmine Sherelle Johnson is penned by Dr. Linda Perry Simpson. Amanda Lee. Amanda Lee is penned by Debbie Lucas. Celeste Marshall. Celeste Marshall is penned by Miss Erica Carver.
See the white girl with the blonde hair? That's her right after her.
Wendy McKenzie. Wendy McKenzie is penned by Mrs. K. Caldwell. Janara Roots. Janara Roots is penned by Michelle Drake. Jackie D. Ross. Jackie D. Ross is penned by Noemi Carroll. Kaylee Ravel. Kaylee Ravel is penned by Dr. Linda Perry Simpson. Labrita Smith. Labrita Smith is penned by Mrs. Emily Taylor. Nikki Stevens. Nikki Stevens is penned by Dr. Medlin. LaKendra Swanson. LaKendra Swanson is penned by Letitia Sned. Kaylee Thompson. Kaylee Thompson is penned by Veronica Redrick. Kenya Lewis Thornton. Kenya Lewis Thornton is penned by Ernestine Sibley. To China Tigner. To China Tigner is penned by Malone Taylor. Namey Victor. Namey Victor is penned by Mrs. Ford. Audria Wilson. Audria Wilson is penned by Tiara White. Marcus Wise. Marcus Wise is penned by Mr. Price. Selena Robinson. Selena Robinson is penned by Mrs. Ward. Please give all early childhood education candidates a round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated.
Okay, middle grades. The middle grades education program of study at Albany State University prepares candidates to teach two academic content areas to adolescents grades 4 through 8. Each candidate has met both graduation and certification requirements and will receive both the degree in middle grades education as well as the clear renewable State of Georgia certificate in middle grades education. All middle grades education candidates, please stand, come forward. And all those who will be pinning them, please, to my right, if you will. Thank you. The first middle The first middle grade education candidate to be penned is Mr. Brandon Davis. Brandon is the highest ranking candidate in the major, and please, it's over. Come over.
First candidate, Lynn Emanuela Barrachin. School assignment, Radiant Springs Middle School. Lynn Emanuela Barrachin is penned by Ms. Sherry Hubbard, her cooperating teacher. Catherine Bell. School assignment, Southside Middle School. Catherine Bell is penned by Dr. Anthony, also Dr. Tony. Her university advisor.
You step aside a little bit. I'm not giving him his certificate until he pronounces my name well. Go ahead.
Okay, Dr. Anthony Owusu Ansa, her university advisor. Brandy Terrell Hall. School assignment, Lake Park Elementary. Brandy Terrell Hall is penned by Dr. Doreen Medlin, her academic advisor. LaCoya Hayes. School assignment, Thomas County Middle School. LaCoya Hayes is penned by her university supervisor, Ms. Janine Vicks. Kenneth Josie Jr. School assignment, Radiant Springs Middle School. Kenneth Josie Jr. is penned by his mother/educator, Ms. Charlene Josie. Malika Mobley. School assignment, Mary Acres Middle School. Malika Mobley is penned by Miss Adrienne Gresham, her cooperating teacher. James Morris. School assignment, Pierce County Middle School. James Morris is penned by Dr. Arlene Morris, his mother. Antonio Parks. School assignment, Radiant Springs Middle School. Antonio Parks is penned by Miss Jada Fraser, Mr. Morris Arrington. I'm sorry, Miss Jada Fraser, that's it. Amy Pride. School assignment, Albany High School. Amy Pride is penned by Sherelle Bailey, her cooperating teacher. Marquise C. Reese. School assignment, Radiant Springs Middle School. Marquise Reese is penned by Miss Valencia Rivers, his cooperating teacher. Miss Christine Rogers. School assignment, Northside Elementary School. Christine Rogers is penned by Miss Viola Brooks, her university supervisor. Kyrie Amir Ruffin. School assignment, St. Teresa's Catholic School. Kyrie Ruffin is penned by Dr. DeQueer, his university advisor. Vivian Elise Strickland. School assignment, Clinch County Middle School. Elise Strickland is penned by Dr. Perry Simpson, university supervisor. Joseph Karim Walker. School assignment, Jackson Heights Elementary School. Joseph Kareem Walker is penned by Dr. Robert Graper, cooperating teacher. Elijah Macon? Oh, yeah. On the right side. Davino West. School assignment, Southside Middle School. Davino West is being penned by Mr. Elijah Macon, cooperating teacher. Tiffany White. School assignment, Robert Cross Middle. Tiffany White is penned by Dr. Medlin, University Advisor. Sidney Lanier Wilson Jr. School assignment, Robert Cross Middle. Sidney Lanier Wilson Jr. is penned by Dr. Ethelene Kimber, cooperating teacher. Kelsey Wright. School assignment, Riverdale Middle. Kelsey Wright is penned by Dr. Erica DeQueer, his advisor. Arthur L. Young, Jr. Okay. School assignment, Ombudsman High School. Arthur L. Young, Jr. is penned by Ms. Sherelle Bailey, his cooperating teacher. That completes middle grade education majors.
Okay, and please, let's give a round of applause to all middle grade teachers. Thank you.
Our next penners will be our music ed candidates, and I'd like to ask them to stand up and come onto the stage. The music ed program prepares our candidates to be certified pre-K through 12th grade music, and we have 3 candidates this year. Mr. Terry Andrews is our first. Mr. Andrews did his student teaching at Albany High School under Mr. Trevor Baxter, and he will be penned by Mr. Trevor Baxter.
Next is Mr. Brentig L. Richardson II. He did a student teaching at Robert Cross Middle School. His cooperating teacher was Ms. Jill Ushery Taylor. University supervisor is Dr. Christopher Henley, and tonight he'll be penned by his cooperating teacher, Ms. Jill Ushery Taylor. Next is Mr. James Worthy. He did student teaching at Robert Cross Middle School under the direction of Miss Eartha Watkins. And tonight he'll be penned by University Supervisor Dr. Christopher Henley. And that concludes music education.
The Science Education Program of Study at Albany State University prepares candidates to teach science content and skills to students in grades 6 through 12. Each candidate has met graduation and certification requirements and will receive both the degree in science education as well as a clear, renewable State of Georgia certificate in science education. Will the candidate please come forward to my left, and the individual who's pinning her to my right. The science education candidate to be pinned is Jessica Ross. And she is pinned by a very special woman, Angela Wiley. She's the only candidate in science education.
The Special Education Program of Study at Albany State University prepares candidates to teach content and skills to students grades pre-kindergarten through 12th. Each candidate has met both graduation and certification requirements and will receive both a degree in special education as well as a clear renewable State of Georgia certificate in special education. If all of the candidates in special education would please stand and come forward. And as they're coming, I did want to recognize that we have 3 candidates that double majored. So they did the rigorous components for 2 majors, and they'll receive 2 degrees and 2 areas of certification. That's Antonio Parks, he's in middle grades. Anna Marie Lee, oh, she's coming. She did early childhood and special education. And the person who's gonna come first is Miss Afifa Burrows. She is the highest ranking candidate in special education. Miss Burrows was placed at Live Oak Elementary School. She is being penned by her cooperative teacher, Miss Wilson. I ain't mad at her. I know, Miss Wilson.
Bryson Daniels received his master's in special education. On this evening, Mr. Daniels will be penned by our very own Dean, Dr. Kimberly Fields. Anna Marie Lee, dual major, special education, early childhood. This evening, Ms. Lee will be penned by Ms. Linda Rich. Brandy Simmons. This evening, Brandy will be penned by Dr. Crawley, University Supervisor. Jalea Taylor. This evening, Ms. Taylor will be penned by Dr. Lily Taylor. Would you please give a round of applause for these great candidates for special education?
We have one more candidate in health and physical education, Mr. Leonard King. Mr. King's school assignment was Randolph High School. His cooperating teacher was Daniel McFarther, and he is being penned by Cheryl Smith, an educator. Next, we'll have Reflections by Davina West.
Good evening. All right. I didn't have a written speech for today, so I'm just going to talk about my 4 years at Albany State University. So freshman year, I remember walking into ACAD and telling Dr. Medlin and Ms. Lucas that I was going to graduate in 3.5 years. My bad, 2 years. I said I was going to graduate in 2 years. And they told me I was crazy. But here today, I've graduated not in 2 years, but in 4, with the help of my advisors and my fellow teachers and students, definitely with my students, my classmates. I'm sorry. I appreciate a lot of my classmates throughout these 4 years for helping and assisting so we can all be here today to sit in these same seats. I appreciate taking the GACE, Dr. Crowley, for hassling me to take the GACE, or kicking me out of the major, basically. So I did pass that. With these 4 years, I've learned a lot. My advisors, they've helped me pretty much with anything I need. I know with Dr. Medlin, her sarcasm, definitely I want to take that into teaching. I learned a lot. With my student teaching experience at Southside Middle School, I just want to say that it made me well prepared as a teacher, as a future teacher. And I would like to thank Professor Mathis for ending class early sometimes. Because we know that sometimes us students were stressed out over these last 4 years. And sometimes he might end class early just to give us a break. I want to thank Dr. DeQueer for unpacking the necessary tools that we needed to become an effective teacher. I also want to thank Dr. Tony for his acting in the classroom. He showed us basically how students will act with classroom management and how to deal with them if they cause problems inside of your classroom. I will always remember that the teachers here cared about all of us, and I'm honored to encourage any others who would like to come to the unsinkable Albany State University. And I look forward to all of us becoming great teachers or whatever it is that you choose to do in your near future. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Kaylee Rowell.
I wrote mine down. Good evening. It is a real honor to stand before you tonight to give a reflection of who I am today because of ASU. I am a prepared educator. I must first take a moment to thank the Lord for answering prayers and blessing me through the program. I also want to thank my family and friends who supported me. My mom, who helped me enroll my senior year of high school, learning to rent textbooks and to stay on hold as long as it takes. My husband, who has encouraged me to pursue my dreams, all those late nights of typing article reviews and lesson plans. And lastly, my fellow classmate, Nikki. We survived the program together, learning how to navigate Google Drive and using it to our advantage, meeting up at the college to Skype in to do a presentation, conquering every new lesson plan template that was thrown our way, and texting each other to always make sure we were doing the assignments correctly. Throughout the student teaching process, I have fallen in love with teaching. Teaching brings joy to my life and makes me feel like I have made a real difference in this world. My students can tell you better than I can. These are 3 of the many letters that I have received from some of my students. Miss Rowell is going to make the best teacher in the whole world because she teaches wonderful things and she is nice. She is a very kind. She will teach you what antecedents is. She will be the best teacher because everyone will not love her. She is a very special teacher to everyone. She helps us with science, social studies, and a lot more. Miss Rowell is the best teacher in the world. And I didn't mention these are 3rd graders. Miss Rowell will be the best teacher in the whole wide world. I know she will be because she does PowerPoints. She is fun. She also always had good games in our groups. I hope she never retires. Every day she says good morning and she says, I am so glad you are here. She will be the best teacher because I love her and so will the other kids. I love you, Miss Rowell. And the last one, Miss Rowell is the world. She is going to be a great teacher. She inspired me. She made learning fun. She would make PowerPoints to help us learn, or we would do centers and make games. She is going to be the best teacher because the kids love her like I do. She makes the classroom fun. These students are so precious to me, and I'm so thankful for the opportunity I've had to work with them. This is really just the beginning of many years to come in the classroom. My mentor teacher left me with this: the life you live is the lesson you will teach. Thank you.
Good afternoon. We're almost finished. I have the distinct honor and pleasure of announcing our SWAG students. SWAG is Students with Academic Greatness, and these students have maintained a GPA for 1 or more semesters ranging from a 3.0 to a 4.0. As I call your name, please come to the stage. Ashani Alexander. Lynn Baroshin. I forgot to mention you all have a gift as well from the college. You're going to help me? Okay, thank you. Catherine Bell. Natalie Bolger. Afifa Burrows. Cynthia Carroll. Brandon Davis. Julillian Davis. Elaine Dicker. Kayla Gaines. Sharice Giles. Xavius Hardwick. Xtavius, I remember. John Hart. William Johnson. Kenneth Josie. Shawatha Kendrick. Wendy McKenzie. Is Wendy? Oh, that's Wendy. Malika Mobley. James Morris. Congratulations. Janera Roots. Kaylee Rowell. Kari Ruffin. Labretha Smith. Elise Strickland. LaKendra Swanson. Callie Thompson. Tashina Tigner. Tashina. Namie Victor. Joseph Walker. Davina West. Really? Just kidding. Tiffany White. Jasmine Williams. And Sydney Wilson. Let's give all of these candidates a round of applause for maintaining academic greatness.
Okay, at this time, we're going to recognize our Partnership School of the Year. This is our first time doing this. And it was because this school, I could call the administrator and ask her for almost anything, probably any money. I didn't ask for that yet, so I'm going to try that next time. But I could call her and say, Miss Stevenson, can I put somebody there? Yes, send them. Miss Stevenson, I have 3 more people. Can they come? Yes, send them. So because Miss Stevenson and the people at Live Oak have been so loving and receptive to anything we needed at Albany State, this year we decided to give a Partnership School of the Year award to Live Oak Elementary. And they'll receive a plaque that says the College of Education Partnership School of the Year for the 2014-2015 Elementary School of Live Oak. If there are any teachers here from Live Oak, come up so we can take a picture too. Because you worked hard. And then the next set of people who I have to depend on to make sure you are where you're supposed to be doing what you're supposed to be doing are your university supervisors. Oh. Mr. Morris Arrington, if you'll come to the stage. Mr. Gone. Miss Viola Brooks. Miss Naomi Carroll. Dr. Christopher Henley. Dr. Doreen Medlin. Dr. Kevin Scott. Dr. Clara Sheffield. Dr. Linda Perry Simpson. Miss Janine Vicks. Miss Barbara Williams. And that's everybody. Oh, and then there's a special group of candidates who volunteered, or I tricked. Yeah, tricked. I'll say tricked. I'll just own it. Tricked into piloting EdTPA. EdTPA is the is the new thing that the state has decided that candidates will have to complete in order to become a certified teacher. And so they had to do a portfolio. It was pretty rigorous, took a lot of time. They met every Wednesday, they complained, they fussed. But the reward is really good, I think. They're gonna receive a stipend. You're gonna get a check. And they're gonna receive an iPad. Well, those candidates that volunteered to complete EdTPA, would you please stand? Miss Ashley Alexander, Miss Octavius Hardwick, Brandon Davis, Brandy Hall, Kenneth Joseph, Malika Mobley, Terry Andrews, and James Worthy, and Miss Christine Rogers. Come see me on Monday. Y'all, you gonna be around for that. I gotta stick. And now we'll just end with Dr. Fields doing closing remarks.
Before I do remarks, I do have checks. And the other checks may be upstairs. I was just down here and couldn't check. So we introduced the first individuals who were penned tonight as those who had the highest grade point averages in their class. And those grade point averages don't take into account any transfer classes or any transient classes. And so therefore, anyone who took a course outside of ASU, the way the university calculates the GPA, they do not include those. For our early childhood program, that was Natalie Bolger. Middle grades, that was Brandon Davis. Special education, that was Afifa Burrows. Science, that was Jessica Ross. While we have educator preparation programs outside of the College of Education, those are the programs that are inside of the College of Education, and those are the candidates that we will award today. I know we've been a little long today, but I think it's all worth it. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Tomorrow we'll be in the Civic Center and there will be a large crowd, but in here we can really pay homage to those individuals that change the lives of individuals in the world. You know, we have a lot of employment opportunities, but that career choice that makes the greatest impact, I know, is always a teacher. And so today we have recognized and honored a large group of teachers who will always have a special place in my heart. I was tasked with teaching the student teachers this semester. And we started the semester with them very anxious, very nervous, wondering what the semester would hold for them. And I told them that in the beginning it was going to be a little rocky. They're going to talk about the kids. They're going to talk about the other teachers in the building. They're going to talk about the administrators. They're going to talk about the professors here. And then as the semester grew on, I told them that I would see them coming into the classroom talking more and more about their kids, talking more and more about the experiences they were having, talking more and more about the friendships and the mentoring that had been going on in their building. And then by the end of the semester, it held true. I told them they would be coming into the office crying, talking about the parties the kids threw them when they were leaving. As Kelly said so wonderfully, how well the children will love, how much the children love them, and they will be missing them before they stepped out of that school building. And all of that came to pass. I know it did, because you told me so. And the other thing that I know is that you all are going to make great teachers. One of the things I always say is that I have 4 children, and my job at Albany State is to prepare a teacher, a counselor, a principal who's good enough for my kids. And any of you would be good enough for my kids. I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. I've already given the student teachers their charge to be at the Civic Center on time in the morning, be there early, dress comfortably. I do want to thank again our speaker for this evening, all of the faculty and staff of the College of Education. Faculty and staff, could you please stand and be recognized by the student teachers for all of your support, please? We have cake and punch, and we wish you safe travels, so we'll see you in the morning.